Macmillan Audio presents The Pretender by Marc Ruskin, read for you by Francis J. Spieler. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. Sun Tzu, 544 to 496 BC. We sleep safe in our beds because rough men stand ready in the night to visit violence on those who would do us harm. George Orwell. Introduction. At any given time, the FBI has about 100 full-time undercover agents, or UCs as we refer to ourselves, in the field. In the 1990s and 2000s, I was proud, very proud, to be one of them. Thanks to the 3 languages I speak as a native, English, Spanish, and French, prior experience as a prosecutor, all-purpose physiognomy, and the luck of the draw, I had the most diverse case list, the most notorious cases, the broadest experience within the FBI bureaucracy, including overseas, and the most pertinent outside experience. Before I signed with the Bureau in 1985, I was a staffer for New York Senator Pat Moynihan and an assistant DA in Brooklyn. Today, I practice law. I know that of all the tools available to the FBI or any other government agency, no matter the nature of the target, counterfeiter, banker, racketeer, car thief, terrorist, the reams of big data at the various agencies' disposal, the number of drones, armed or unarmed, in their warehouses, stateside or overseas, the living, breathing, undercover operative remains the gold standard for actionable information. It's true on 24 and Homeland, and it also happens to be true in the real world. And it will be even truer in the future, as criminals and terrorists become ever less likely to trust any kind of recordable or traceable medium. Their expectation of privacy is already approaching zero, and ours isn't much higher. The National Security Agency, NSA, could announce that it is unilaterally shutting down its entire electronic surveillance operation, or the debate over the constitutional legality of such snooping could be settled in favor of privacy, a political impossibility at the time of this writing, and the bad guys would still scoff. They know which way the wind's blowing, and they also know how to employ the newest commercially available encryption technology. As the effectiveness of the traditional methods of electronic investigation decreases, the importance of UC work necessarily increases. Even if the NSA does collect every single communication generated in every corner of the globe, where's the value without evaluation and corroboration? I'm not going to pass judgment on the various drone campaigns, but I know that intelligence developed and directed by people on the ground in the target area is vital for their effectiveness. The absence of that direction is exactly why innocent people are killed. One reason legal cases against terrorists are so hard to prosecute is the difficulty of planting undercover agents in those environments. As the FBI's ill-fated Detroit sleeper cell case confirmed following 9/11, reliance on information provided by informants is not and never will be enough. Eager, perhaps too eager to provide a frightened public with successes in the war on terror, the Bureau had relied on a source who may have provided the inspiration and means for the subject's plans. Plans to commit violent acts of jihad that may have remained dormant, if they had ever existed, but for the timely, for the BU, intervention of the source. Informants may not be trustworthy. Their information has to be confirmed. In the end, the judge in that notorious case overturned the jury's conviction because the prosecution failed to turn over to the defense key evidence, including facts casting doubt on the informant's reliability. The bottom line, in the era of electronic surveillance, undercover work is not passé.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?